Let's focus on the introduction now. The first sentence is one of the most important because it is the first thing people read. So, you have to work it until it is perfect and powerful, just as the title. Then in the introduction, make sure that you answer what we call the MRCI Framework. M stands for motivation. What is the motivation of your topic? Do you explain why there is a real gap in the literature, but also why your research question is an interesting one, a relevant one, an important one? You could also explain why your research is necessary, but why no one has done it before. R is for results. What are your findings? That's the part where you answer the research question. C is for contributions. So how do these results contribute to the ongoing research or previous literature? Contributions can be theoretical. They can also be empirical when you bring up new data or highlight new phenomena. And they can be methodological if you design a new method that is better than others or complementary to others. And finally, I is for implications. What are the implications of your work for future research? MRCI should be your guide when writing the introduction and the abstract too, since the abstract is actually just a short version of the introduction. Next, let's take a look at the literature review. Keep in mind that most literature reviews are at best very confusing, at worst downright boring. So, when you write it, here are some tips to make a good literature review. First of all, while you need to have read everything, you should not put it all down in that section. Just write what is significant, highly relevant, and helpful to get to the research problem. Always make sure that you have a purpose. You're not just listing references, but you're conducting an argumentation and demonstration that's leading you somewhere to the gap. To help with that, a good organization, a proper outline of the review are essential. The literature review is a delicate exercise in finding the right balance between extremes, forgetting references, or being too exhaustive. Not being critical enough, or being too critical. Not showing enough respect or showing way too much. Going back to ancient civilization times or rejecting anything that's older than 5 years. Let's keep in mind that the literature review is also a political act. By choosing whom you are quoting, you are choosing side in the research community. So, treat carefully and make sure you're not omitting any key reference.